Good day, my name is Inumidu Alaode, and this video seeks to orientate you on cybercrime. Cybercrime refers to the use of computers, networks, or digital technologies to commit illegal activities such as fraud, identity theft, hacking, and privacy violations. As technology continues to advance, cyber criminals have developed new ways of exploiting individuals, businesses, and governments, making cybercrime one of the most significant challenges of the digital age.
Features of cybercrimes. Most cybercrimes are an attack on information about individuals, corporations, or governments as opposed to attack on physical body. Cybercrimes have no territorial limitations. Cybercrimes occur in cyberspace. Just as physical criminals leave clues which investigators can track, cybercrimes also leave digital footprints which can provide clues to their whereabouts or identity or location.
Identity theft is a type of cybercrime. Identity theft is when someone steals your personal information, like your name, bank details, or password, to commit fraud or gain financial benefits at your expense. Identities are stolen in many ways through discarded devices like phones, hard drives that are not used again, pickpocketing, shoulder surfing, fake job offers, and phishing, where criminals impersonate trusted organizations through email or SMS to trick you into revealing your login details. They also exploit social media to guess security number and gain your trust. Another type of cybercrime is internet fraud. It is any scheme that uses the internet through chat, email, or website to deceive people and obtain illegal information or personal information. These crimes are very real and very common. Protecting your personal information online is no longer optional, it is necessary.
Hacking is an act of gaining unauthorized access to a computer system, network, or digital devices. It is a common cybercrime that is often carried out to steal information, commit fraud, or cause damages. Although some forms of hacking are legal and used for the security testing, legal hacking can expose confidential information and create serious security problems for individuals, businesses, and governmental agencies. The effects of hacking include financial losses, identity theft, data breaches, and disruption of data services. To protect against hacking, individuals must create strong passwords and keep their passwords confidential and avoid sharing of passwords. By following these, there will be safety in personal information.
Computer viruses are malicious software programs that infect computers and spread by attaching themselves to files or programs. They can enter a computer through infected email attachments, flash drives, downloads, and malicious websites. Common types of computer viruses include boot sector viruses, file infector viruses, macro viruses, resident viruses, and polymorphic viruses. Computer viruses can corrupt files, slow down system performance, cause crashes, and lead to the loss of important data. To prevent virus infection, users should install antivirus software, avoid suspicious links and downloads, and regularly update their operating systems and applications. These measures help keep computers safe and secure from virus attacks.
Child pornography. By virtue of Section 23 of the Cybercrime Prohibition Prevention Act 2015, child pornography is a visual depiction of sexually explicit conduct involving a minor that is persons under the age of 18. And there are certain punishments attached to this misconduct as provided in section by virtue of Section 23. It says that in the case of paragraphs A, B, and C, it's imprisonment for a term of 10 years or a fine of not more than 20 million naira, or to both fine and imprisonment. And in the case of paragraph E and D, to imprisonment for a term of not more than 5 years or a fine of not more than 10 million naira, or both fine and imprisonment. Cyber stalking. Cyber stalking involves the use of technology, most often the internet, to make someone else afraid or concerned about their safety, which involves an invasion of a person's relative right to privacy. Section 58 of the Cyber Crimes Act 2015 defines cyber stalking as a course of conduct directed at a specific person that would cause a reasonable person to feel fear. The Cyber Crimes Act 2015 criminalizes cyber stalking as spelled out in the provision by virtue of Section 24.
The provision of the Cybercrime Prohibition and Prevention Act 2015, it provides an effective legal framework for prohibition, prosecution, detection, prevention, and punishment of cybercrime in Nigeria. Section 11, willful misdirection of electronic messages. Section 12, unlawful interception of emails, credit card, debit card, punishable by 1 year imprisonment. Section 13, computer-related forgery. 15, theft of electronic devices. 22, identity theft. 23, child pornography. 24, cyber stalking. 25, cyber squatting. Section 32 provides that any person who knowingly or intentionally engaged in computer phishing shall be liable upon conviction to 3 years imprisonment or a fine of 1 million naira.
Section 37 of the Cybercrime Act provides that a financial institution shall verify the identity of its customers carrying out electronic financial transactions by requiring the customers to present documents bearing their name, addresses, and other relevant information before the issuance of ATM card, credit card, debit card, and other electronic devices. It also applied the principle of Know Your Customer in documentation of customer preceding execution of customers' electronic transfer, payment, debit, and issuance order.
Raymond Ago-Iwoye Julius vs. Federal Republic of Nigeria 2021 LCN/15094. The fact of the case is Raymond Julius operated a Facebook page called the National Mirror. He was charged under the Cybercrime Act for publishing false information online and was convicted by the Federal High Court. The position of the court is the Court of Appeal held that the prosecution failed to prove most of the offences beyond reasonable doubt. There was no evidence that Julius unlawfully accessed or interfered with any computer system. However, the court found that he circulated unauthenticated information online which amounted to computer-related forgery. The verdict of the court is the appeal succeeded in part. Most of the convictions were squashed, but the conviction for computer-related forgery was upheld. The sentence was 3 years imprisonment or a fine of 7 million.
Use strong password. Create unique password with a mix of letters, numbers, and symbols. Avoid using obvious information such as your name or date of birth. Secondly, enable two-factor authentication. Add an extra layer of security to online accounts by requiring a second verification step. Thirdly, be cautious of suspicious links and emails. Do not click on unknown links or download attachments from untrusted sources. Verify the authenticity of emails before responding.
Cybercrime continues to evolve with technology, posing serious risks to individuals, organizations, and governments. However, awareness on cybersecurity practices and effective enforcement of laws such as the Cybercrime Act of 2015 can sufficiently reduce these threats.